We know COVID-19 poses a major threat to people with pre-existing health conditions. This pandemic has especially brought on new worries for those living with cystic fibrosis, a disease that directly attacks the lungs. News 5's Emily Hamilton has more on adjustments CF patients are making to protect themselves from COVID-19.
As a nation, we've been quickly forced to make big lifestyle changes, communicating with friends and family only online.
And wearing protection every time we leave the house. But some patients with cystic fibrosis say they've been practicing measures of physical distancing their entire lives. Just because you may not be able to see physical signs of an illness doesn't mean it's not there.
So we are truly taking social distancing to the max.
That's Andy Velitis. She's been living with cystic fibrosis since she was diagnosed at just 3 months old, and complications of COVID-19 could be especially dangerous for Andy and other CF patients.
There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear about what it will mean if you get this infection.
Respiratory experts like Dr. Elliot Dazenbrook are taking proactive steps to ensure the safety of their patients.
What are we going to do if they get admitted to the ICU or even need a ventilator? How do we make sure they get their CF care while they are COVID-19 positive?
Cystic fibrosis patients are using only telemedicine for their routine appointments and ramping up the number of their daily exercises with breathing treatments and percussive vests.
If you were doing, say, 2 times a day or 3 times a day, you'd either add in another treatment.
And during this time of uncertainty, Andy says she's relying heavily on her family for the essentials.
We're not going to the stores. It's either, our parents or a loved one, and they're going, and then we're pretty much Lysoling them when they come in.
These safety measures,
because it's like you want to hug everybody, but then you're like, I can't touch you.
Likely to continue for cystic fibrosis patients, even after the passing of this pandemic.
A lot of our patients, they kind of send the message, hey, welcome to our world. What everyone is feeling right now, this fear of capturing COVID-19, is how a lot of the CF patients feel their whole lives.
Emily Hamilton, News 5.